So what can you expect from the mortgage interest rates going into 2023? Make sure you watch this video all the way till the end. And as I'll share some great information, great tips. I have some bad news and then good news. So make sure you stick around. Let's do this. If you're in the market to buy a house now, you might be freaking out. Everywhere you look, they say the rates are through the roof. Don't buy a house. Don't do this. Don't do that. But is that really the case? I think that buying a house is more on a personal level. You have to answer that question yourself. Is this a good time for me to buy a house? Are you in the right position to buy a house? When we look at the mortgage interest rates, most people don't know. And I made several videos about mortgage interest rates, what affects them. So make sure you check out my channel on YouTube. And I have other videos on this topic, but we look at a lot of data, right? So the data is showing us specific things, and I wanted to share that with you in this video. But if you're looking to buy a house this year or in 2023, this is the information that you need to have. This is the information that will hopefully help you make a decision if you should buy a house or not, knowing on what the mortgage interest rates are going to do going forward in 2023. So let's look at the first slide over here that I wanted to share with you on what is inflation. So what is inflation? We feel it when we go to the store, but what is it? I have a cool definition over here from Barry Habib and the MBS Highway. So thank you guys for the slides. And the definition of an inflation is a cool one that I wanted to share with you right now, is that it's too many dollars chasing too few goods. I like this one. Keep that in mind going forward. And this slide over here, it shows us that inflation drives mortgage rates. Okay. So if you look at this chart over here, it goes back all the way to July 2018. And we have a 30-year fixed mortgage rate in the light blue. I don't know if you can see that color. And then we have the headline consumer price index, also known as CPI. Check out some of my other videos. I talk about the CPI more in detail. But if we look at this, this basically shows us the rate. The mortgage rates always follow the inflation rate. So if the inflation goes up, the mortgage interest rates will go up. Okay. And we have a period over here. Uh, if you look at the gray column over here, there was a period where it was artificially kept low. That's why the rates were low. But we knew from last year, from our predictions, that the rates this summer in 2022 are going to be rough. So summer, fall, we knew the rates are going to go up, and it's going to be a little rough for buyers. And that's exactly what happened. And we can see that the inflation went up, and we just know that the mortgage interest rates are going to follow. So if you look at this chart over here, that shows us very clearly that that's exactly what happened, and that's why the mortgage interest rates went up in the last month, so quite substantially. So to answer when the mortgage rates will drop, we need to know when the inflation will drop. So in this slide, we look at when will inflation peak. This goes all the way back to June 2021. And by the way, the Fed is meeting again on November 2nd and December 14th later this year. So we'll have some more information coming out. But if you look at this chart over here, we look at the CPI, which is the Consumer Price Index. Look at August 2021, that's towards the left. It was super low. It was zero. It was 0.2 in August in 2021. Since the numbers came out in August, just a couple of months ago for 2022, there's a huge difference between 0.2 and 0.6. And that's why, because it's year over year, as we go further, all this information is basically looking backward, right? So we're in October. It's October 5th right now as I'm making this video. The information that we have is on this slideshow. It's from August 2022. So because the CPI, the 0.2 was replaced with the 0.6, that was a huge jump. That's what caused the mortgage interest rates to go up in the last month as well. So again, check out some of my other videos. I dive in deeper in this. But in this video, guys, I wanted to talk about, when are we expecting to have the mortgage rates come down? Will they come down again? Yes, the mortgage rates will come down. We're expecting actually the mortgage rates to go up even a little bit more by the end of this year, end of 2022. But early first quarter in 2023, they will come back down. And we know that by looking at data. This is not just media. This is not clickbait. We're talking about going way back, looking at data for years and years, going back. And with recessions, with inflation, this is how the mortgage rates tend to go up or down. Okay. So with what the information that I have, talking to buyers, mortgage professionals, other experts in the industry, we know that the rates will come down once the inflation comes down. So once we have a recession officially announced, right, they will work on getting the economy boost it. So how do we boost the economy? They're probably going to use the housing industry, and the housing industry is a third of the GDP. So how do you boost the housing industry? Well, you lower the interest rates, you get buyers back in the market to buy houses. So that's why we know the mortgage interest rates will drop. And the expectation is, and you can mark my word, we'll see, right? Only time will tell. The mortgage interest rates will drop in early 2023. And if you're in the market to buy a house right now, it's just good information to have, because this way you can make a decision. If you're looking to buy now, you can buy with temporary higher interest rates at the moment. I wouldn't recommend buying it down too much, because if you can refinance in 6 months to a year, then that money that you spend extra to buy down your interest rate is lost. So save that money instead of buying it down for the refinance in the next 6 months to a year. So hopefully this is, I just wanted to make this video. Hope it's helpful. Another question I wanted to throw out there and get your feedback and opinion on is, if the mortgage rates come down, and we know they will, but more when the mortgage rates come down early 2023, my question to you is, if the rates come down again, we know the buyers are still out there. We know the demand is there, but the supply is low. If the rates come back down again, all the buyers that are on hold right now, everybody's going to hit the market again. So my question to you is, do you think that the mortgage rates, when they drop, will that cause such an influx, so many more buyers hitting the market again? Well, we'll be back in a situation where we have multiple offers on every single house. Let me know what you think. Drop a note in the comment section, or if you have a question, or if you have a suggestion for another video, let me know. I'm here to help you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.